Hello, my friends. My name is Unky, and welcome back to another episode of Librarian. Tidy up the Arcane Library. You know, I have a feeling. This may be our last episode together on this game. And as we're coming to an end, we've done a lot of work. We've cleared the floor of the giant pile. And, we've messily organized all the books into little tiny piles. And we'll get them on the shelf today. I think we'll probably conclude, but do you ever get close to the end of a game and you just wish there was more? That's kind of how I feel about this game. I mean, it is more than enough game for $5. Really is an amazing, adorable little game. Let's pick this up. Let's get started. Oh, my UI is off. And, I did that for screenshots, of course. Let's turn it back on so that I can read these titles. Book of Spells, Forest Creation. Is this destruction magic? What? Let's see. Can we get up on here? Yes, we can. Well, we have this button. Boom. And then we have this button. It is destruction magic. So you can create a forest to destroy the world. How cool. I am sad. Let's see. A world ruled by data. Let's, where is this? This is like, right over there. Okay, cool. What we're going to do, my friends, is we're just going to, slowly put these books away. Wherever we're at, if we need books in our hands, we'll grab books and then we'll put them up on the shelves. No need to run, no need to rush. I, kind of did all the work already. There we go. On you go. What do we got here? Voices of an Oracle. Revelations for the Chosen Listener. The Chosen Listener. I mean, that kind of sounds like I have no idea where this goes. So now we have to use our brain, at least until our spell comes back up. We can think of Voices of an Oracle. I want to... Revelations for the Chosen Listener. What could this be? Economics, sociology, philosophy, history, mystery novels, archery, daily magic. I honestly have no idea. Is this a management book? Let's take a look. Let's see if we can figure it out. I highly doubt it's a floor 1 book. It is a floor 1 book. So what is that? 1B. Astrology and divination. Okay. This is our first one. Let's get it on there. Excellent. 1 row left. Okay, and we're right here. Low mana. Okay, so we've seen this one a million times, and we have no idea what it is. It's this. What is this? 2J? 2J. Philosophy? No, can't be philosophy. It's the indent one, right? Is it 2L? Romance? No. 2H? Sociology? Sociology? Is that what this is? Already the spell is on cooldown. Let's see. Is it here? No. Is it here? No. Is it here? No. I have no idea where this book was supposed to go. Let's hit it again. Wasn't... Oh, maybe the spell was on cooldown. So what are these? This is like business magic or something? Is this even in the right spot? Let's find out. I mean, we can, well, yeah, it's giving us the light. Let's just chuck them back on there for shits and giggles. Okay, I'm gonna now upgrade these to the max. The cooldown needs to go down very, very low, and the active time needs to go up. This will allow us to never be without certainty as to where a book goes. Economic, wage structures, and magical professions. This is like a business thing, right? This is business magic. We could always sort them in order just for the funds. Economics, 2G. Okay, we can figure this out. We don't have to necessarily. So it's the indent one. It's the second indent one on the left. And we're going to take this slow. I mean, I could rush this, but we want to, some of the best parts of this game. Oh, look at this. Look at this. My spell is on cooldown, so now we have to do it now we can do it the real way. Okay, cool. We want to read what these are. Histories. We've seen a lot of them, but maybe not all of them. Okay, so where's them history books? Way over there. Okay. And we can run. This is a book that I would love to read, right? History and Tactics of Magical Warfare. That sounds really, really interesting. Really, really. Like, what are the great battles that have occurred in this in-game universe? That's what I want to know. This is a math book. So that's over there. Look at how awesome this spell is. First math book on the shelf. Let's go. So yeah, here's what we're going to do. The Arcane Detective Files. This is a detective book, isn't it? Give me that. So this is like novels. It's somewhere up here. Sort them for the funsies. Let's see, detective mystery. So this is mystery novels. We actually have quite a bit of novels. I love that. A lot of fiction. You know, because wizards and witches and warlocks and necromancers, they need entertainment too, right? We all love to read. Who doesn't love to read? I wonder if this is on the wrong. Let's see. You go on there. You know what we could do? We could grab this. We could do that, and then we could do this. Look at that. Beautiful. Tactics of the Bucket. What? Vision stealing theft? What does that even mean? Right down there. I wish, you know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab this book. Okay, so here's an idea. When we have a stack of these small books, what we can do is we can grab a further stack of these big ones, right? He'll see the method to my madness in a second. Which book were we even thinking about? Let's take a look. It was Tactics, Vision Stealing Theft. So this is like stealth magic, I'll bet. Yes. Okay. I actually didn't think this all the way through. Let's see. Okay, we know this is destruction magic, right? We're pretty sure. Nailed it. This is starting to get really full. You know, we've kind of abandoned the idea of organizing these in a meaningful way, but you know, it's okay. Okay, economics. That's like upstairs, right? Right up there. How many volumes is this? 10 volumes. I have a little baby pile of single books. That's okay. That's okay. An introduction to magical economics. What does this mean? Magical economics. I mean, I guess the wizard world still needs an economy. What is the currency? I guess I have to read the book to find out. What is the currency of the magical world? Looks like I have a spell upgrade. Let's upgrade this. Keep knocking this cooldown down. So cooldown's now to 25 seconds, but the active time is up. That's huge. Can I? God, I wish I had the jump ability. Ooh, there we go. We'll keep working on our little messy pile that we made. Transformation and duration during mana depletion. I have no idea where this goes. What is this mana stuff that we have to worry about? Illusion, summoning, healer magic. Okay, well now we can find out. I want to find out what it is. So it's the second one in 1F. Transfiguration? What? Transformation, transfiguration? I guess that makes sense. There we go. Get on there. The curious daily life of a world without magic. Okay, that's over there. What is this section? Let's see. 2.0, the travels of the other world. Okay, I really, really like that. This is like, hey, there's worlds out there without magic, and they're very weird. They do stuff like build cars. They use this thing called email. Everyone's miserable. A beginner's guide. Summoning the useless goddess. What? Okay, this is summoning magic. We know this. Can we get over here? Yes. And summoning magic was stealth. Here we go. Summoning. There we go. Beautiful. Repair and returning of enchanted gear. I don't know what that is. What is this section? I kind of want to know what each of these sections are as I'm doing this. 2G. Economics. Okay. Okay, I see that. Magical economics. Crazy that we haven't put an economic book on the shelf yet, but you know. Am I really? Chronicle. Okay, so this is law. This is law book way over there in the corner. This is the one I was making fun of the whole time that we were playing this game. And some law school nerd hated me for it. And you know, I'm sorry. We all have our interests. We all have our place in this magical kingdom. And we're all important. So, you know, I shouldn't yuck anyone else's yum. We know this. And I did it anyways. And I want to take it back. The law of equivalent exchange. I have a feeling this just goes right here. Nope. Is this mathematics then? This might be mathematics. I was right. Well, I guess I can just, boom. I can use my hands this time. Temporal magic. Where does this go? That's very cool. That's floor 1 magic right there. No, it's not. Temporal magic and chaos theory? Wait, is this a math book again? I guess chaos theory, that makes sense. I can dig it. Alchemy! We love alchemy. We love alchemy. There you go. There you go. What do we got over here in the corner? Ooh, we got a romance novel. Let's do it. Ba, ba, ba. That's upstairs. Let's see. What's this called? The Fire King and the Ice Queen. Ooh, are we talking about... That's like a Game of Thrones reference, right? That's a Game of Thrones reference. 2L, JL, corner over here. Here's your smut section. Ladies, I see you. I see you. Dude, I was like at work the other day, and I was talking to one of my coworkers. This is, you know, my catering job, and I don't interact with these people all that often. And we got to talking, and she was talking about she called it her smut. This is what it's romance, dude. It's porn for women. Good for you. Good for you. We all need a little, you know, as you get older, I guess. You get older, things get boring. You need something to grease the wheels. No judgment from me. Okay, what do we got here? The Book of Summoning and Contracts. Okay, we love summoning magic. We absolutely love it. There we go. We'll throw that over there. Boom. What's this? Origins of Magic. Awakening of the first spells and magic power. Okay, that sounds genuinely interesting. What is this categorized as? Okay, what is that? So that's the N section. We have to know. History, really? Awakening of the first spells of... Oh, origins of magic. Okay. That makes sense. Origins of magic, which is a crazy thing to think about. Like, in this universe, in this magical universe, there was actually a point where magic didn't exist and started to wake up. Ooh, I kind of like this lore. This, one of the coolest things about this game is that they really... illusion. Is this stealth? This has to be stealth, right? Illusion defense. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so it's that section. Let's take a look. No, it's floor 1. The last one sticking out on the left. One eye. Illusion magic. Okay, it's an illusion, Michael. They really did such an incredible job of designing and building an entire in-game lore and universe just through book titles. And I think that's such a cool idea. It's like so well done. It's very, very clever. Very, very clever. And probably alchemy. We love alchemy. Probably the best part of this game, frankly. I mean, the gameplay is really, really enjoyable. It's cozy to the max, right? Practical enchantment, offense and defense. Where do you go? Are we going to miss it before the cooldown? No, right over here. So 1G. I don't even know what 1G is. Oh, this is everyday magic, I guess? Arcane glyphs and pattern theory. Okay. The cursed workplaces of a magical world. The seer's daily visions of the future. Okay, so we know these go, and then I think these are like upstairs ones. So that is romance. So these smaller volume ones, these 3 volume ones, we can magic to mute a specific person's voice. I love this. That's so funny. Wait, okay, so here's a question. What happens if we have a massive stack of books? Does it... Look at that. That is so cool. It just automatically... I do not remember where romance is. I have a feeling it's over here. No, it's over here. It's over here. That's so cool that it does multiple. Yeah, you go on the shelf there, and then we know math is over here. We can hit this button just to give us a little hint. We haven't put any big math books up on the shelves yet. And then we can do this. Well, that's volume 7, volume 8, volume 2. Let's do this one. So, wait for that spell. Mute a magical person's voice. That's over there. Go on the shelf. And then level up. Beautiful. I have to probably start clearing some of this floor space. So we know that this is probably over here. Let's chuck that one on the ground. There we go. Daily visions of the future. I have no idea what kind of magic this is, actually. What do we think? The Seer's Journal? Oh, we have, we can do this. There we go. Cooldown is now almost 5 seconds. Holy crap. 10 seconds. Right over here. So what is this? 1B? Astrology and divination? Oh, okay. Visions. I guess that makes sense. I'll take it. I'll take it. What do we got here? Managing diverse and cross... Oh, yeah. This is the HR book. So what section is this? 2F? Management. Okay, it's just straight up management. That sucks. Imagine... Oh, God, I gotta clear some of this space. I mean, I can't think of anything worse than, you know... What's the anime style where you get sucked into a different world? Is it... It's isekai. It's isekai. You knew that. I'm sorry. I don't watch much anime anymore. I'm very picky and fussy about... This is stealth, right? This is stealth. 1 right guess and 100 makes a seer. The Grand Compendium of Illusion Magic. We'll grab this. This is also getting in our way. So let's go put this stealth stuff away. Here, we'll organize that. We'll do this. Yikes. Already screwing up. What's going on? It's like I never pushed a button in my life before. There we go. Living paintings. Creating and controlling animated magical art. Holy crap. Damn it. And we had this one in here, so now we don't have the whole thing. Well, that was a whiff. Where does this go? Way up there. Let's get that last one. Let's organize them for the funsies. See what I mean? I'm getting stuck on stuff. So what was I saying? Oh, isekai. It would be so horrible. I can't think of anything worse than being isekai'd into a magical world. Probably, you know, history. This is history. A dream of many of ours, right? If you have a job that you don't like, you know, and you're like, God, I wish I could just get sucked into another universe. And you did... And then you just ended up working for some jackass boss in that world. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. What if you got sucked into a magical world and centralized around, you know, a strict bureaucracy and hierarchy? What do we have? Theory and Practice of Visual Imitation. Sounds like an amazing book. There we go. Level up. Okay, so we're about to... We've capped it, you know, and I don't even... So I don't need either one of these spells. I mean, I guess I can just keep leveling them up, but otherworldly swear words. This is a language book, and that's way in the corner there. So it's so funny that like let's see, the other worlds that have nothing to do with monsters right over there. Cool. Is a whole section, but it's in the back. People are like, I don't want to read any of that. That sounds terrible. Lord only knows what this is doing here. Let's get it out of here. Art collection that no one can understand. I'm going to admit something to you. That's how I feel anytime I go to an art gallery. I do not understand art generally, as a general rule. That's not to say that I don't like art. That's an insane thing to say. Field Guide to Monsters, Identification and Survival. This is like super cool. Any of you hunters out there, any of you beast tamers, you, what in God's name has happened over here? Oh my God. It is what is this? Who did this? Who did this? This is infuriating. Let's fix this right now. Now these are all, I'm assuming, monster books, so this is kind of convenient. Waiting on that spell. There you go. Question, is this right? A field guide to monsters? Yes, that looks right. There we go. Behavioral patterns of monsters. So all of you creature collectors, this is your section right here. The Dark Sonata. Okay, so we've talked about this. These music books. 1D. So what is this? Bard and music. Whole section on Bard and music, of course. It's critical. Bard's probably my favorite idea in, let's see. What is drawing? This is like art, right? Is this more art over there? As a magic user. So like in Monster Hunter, I love playing with the hunting horn. It's basically the bard. I love that the bard is considered charming. They're the storyteller. It's probably my favorite class to play in D&D. It's a class that I enjoyed in Baldur's Gate very, very much. It's just such an interesting idea, in the sense that music has such a hypnotic effect on us. It really is. It's infectious. It can overwhelm us. And as a music lover, I think that it's, brilliant and makes a lot of sense. It makes the same amount of sense as the fact that, like, magic is basically the study of nature. Oh, alchemy will take you. We know exactly where you go. Our alchemy section is almost done. This is very exciting. What do we got over here? Magical items. Cool. Right over here. So this is, I think, I really went back and forth yesterday, or the last, as I was editing the last video, wondering if I had like made the right decision in organizing all of these before I put them all away. Because it was a very insanely excessive thing to do. What is this? The Codex of Transfiguration, Detection and Nullification. Okay, so this is more illusion transformation magic. But I'm now relaxed, if that makes sense. Like, I'm enjoying this. I really was like, I love the idea of the game, but the mess itself was just like maddening. You know what I mean? And at least this is like better. Useless magic from around the world. Cool. Let's go put this away. I'm so curious what's in here. What constitutes as useless magic? I really, really want to know. So, having things become a bit more organized. Is this here? Yes, it is. Just household magic. Ooh, Book of Spells Shadow. We don't need no spell to know where that goes. That's destruction magic. Because now, I can just chill. And I can just yap, which, is probably my greatest magic, is my ability to just flap my lips. I guess while we're waiting for this to cool down, we can just put these here on ourselves. Oops, give them back. There you go. What do we got over here? Optimization theory of dungeon routes. Cool. Like the sound of that. I feel like that's an upstairs. Okay, so this is only 5. Do we have like another? Yeah, look here. We'll grab these. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I don't know what they are. Studies in arcane fiscal theory. That's economy. That's economy. So let's see. That's over here. And I think dungeons are on this floor too. Up you go. Dungeon routes. There we are. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got one rando over here. Let's grab that. It's not in the right spot. Not in the right spot at all. So I'm glad we fixed that. Mana resource management. So, and if you've been, what is this? Right over here. Cool. No, come back. There we go. There we go. Systems for nurturing and promotion in guilds. This is a management book as well. I've been playing a white mage in Final Fantasy XIV. Was my original main on my old character, not before I started the Adventures of Unky Proman. Art and Magic Circles. This is a math book, right? No, this is an art book. Again, another thing. You know what's fun about this too is it kind of gives us a chance to just reflect on, you know, what is even the nature of existence? Like, is art related to... So, you know, I always say this thing where I'm like, you know, I love mathematics. I've always been, you know, relatively good at it. I mean, I certainly hit levels where it made no sense to me. If you start getting into, like, you know, proofs and whatnot, higher math theory, it gets very complicated. I was never very good at that. But, you know, trigonometry, calculus, all of that I really liked. The connection between art and math. And I have a friend who has gotten into doing sacred geometry. If you don't know what that is, check it out. Ooh, summons. Our favorite. God, this is a cool looking book. And you know, it's just the math of life is really what it is. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And she makes these beautiful, very intricate and complicated geometric designs. And let's see. There we go. What do we have? Spoiler prevention magic. Super critical. That's up there. That's everyday magic. And we have the witch and the accidental love potion. Oof. Can you unlove potion someone once you've love potioned them? I wonder. Okay, so that's going to go over there. Romance. And yeah, so, you know, life, nature, art, magic, math. The truth is, all of these things are interconnected. The entire universe, it's not these disconnected ideas that are just like with hard edges. It's, you know, all part of this beautiful, interwoven tapestry that is existence. And it's absolutely gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, whether you think magic is real or not, this is an everyday magic book. Hold on, let's grab these. Legal treatment of forbidden magic. Is this behind me? Oh yeah, there you go. Go up there. You know, that's still a true statement, I feel like. What do we got? Where illusion ends and reality begins. Down there. It would feel good to clear the entire upstairs and then only have to worry about downstairs. That would be nice. On you go. We could probably speed this up if we grab... Maybe I should have thought about this when I was doing this and keeping all the, like, just 3-volume collections in certain areas. So, run. We could be running. I don't really feel like running, honestly. I feel like cruising. So, let's see. The complete works of magical economics. So much when it comes to magical economics. So much. So much. This is somebody's jam. And, you know, again, I can't yuck your yuck. Elemental properties and enchantment mastery. Crystal catalog. So what section is that? One something. 1G. Magical artifacts and enchanting. Bum, 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 bum. What do do we got? The Art of Shadowing. This is a stealth magic book, right? Is this my stealth? Nailed it. I'm smart. 30-year-old wizard's first love. It's a romance novel. Who could have thought? Who could have guessed? The idea of equity under the law is laughable. There is, somebody's making a political statement in some of these. Invisibility magic. That's downstairs, right? That's over here. More stealth. I mean, this is like a true statement. The idea of equity under the law is laughable. I mean, yes. I would tentatively argue. I would tentatively agree with that. I would say law in the sense that any legal system that is devised, no matter how idealistic, can't account for everything. At least devised and created by men. I'll say that, by human beings, right? I mean, most of them have been devised and created by men, which is itself, right, already a bias and therefore unequal, right? The Constitution of a Kingdom. Where is this? What even is this? Jurisprudence. Okay. So are we doomed? Are we doomed to live unequal lives? I mean, that's... Oh, I have a ton of these. What am I doing? Max, 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 and I guess we'll start doing this one. I haven't found any of these other keys. And I honestly... University of Celeste Hall. Cool. This is starting to look real nice. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is romance. We already know that. You just go there. What is this? Musical music that's down there. What do we got here? Philosophy and probability theory. There you go. Go there. Divine Dragon Descent of Bahamut. Cool. Cool. We haven't even used this one. RB. Look at that. Oh, this is a 10-volume book. We don't want to grab that just yet. That does look pretty, though. God, look at the animation on that. How cool. This is a math book. Right here, right? I'm trapped. You know, I'm going to put this down. I'm super curious what this is. One right guess and 100 makes a seer. What are we even looking at here? Oh, we got to wait for the cooldown. What? Oops. What is this magic again? I forgot. 1B, astrology and divination. This is very funny. So they're basically saying that astrology and divination is garbage. Is that what they're saying? Conflict protocols for guilds. This is management. One right guess and 100 makes a seer. I mean, 1%. I mean, I feel like you have better odds without needing any training whatsoever. So I feel like that's no longer a floor 1 magic. Boom, 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 boom. Quantification of curse power and constraint restrictions. Is this math? Curses? Over here. 1,300. We're almost halfway there. So this is more math. Okay. All right, you come with me. You're a beast hunter, right? Beast magic. No, it's summoning, of course. Interracial social dynamics. This sounds very strange, right? Reading this, you know, I think we've gotten to the point where the idea that like interracial social dynamics is like, oh, just treat each other like normal human beings. It's not that hard. But you have to recognize that in a magical world, we're talking about like, okay, how do orcs and trolls interact with half-elves? And, you know, maybe a little more nuance and subtlety is necessary so that we don't all end up just like murdering each other. Therianthropic, that was over here. There you go. Puppet crafting. An introductory guide to automata. That goes up there. Come to me, my books. I should clear these stairs a little bit, huh? They're kind of difficult to navigate. But we've been doing it the like long way. You know why the stairs are not getting cleared? Because this section, I don't put a book away on the shelf at this section. So maybe we should focus on clearing some of these stairs because they are a pain in the butt. What is this? Introduction to Inanimate Transfiguration. That's over here. Mind like still water. The Zen of perfect parrying. Oh, cool. Cool. I may not. I might complete this without ever having any idea what these other keys, where these other keys are, and how they unlock these chests, which I kind of like. I kind of like that. They left a little mystery in here, and if I wanted to spend the time, I could go through. Minor repairs. This is a daily magic. I would love this. I would love this. Like, how do you use magic to fix a dripping faucet? Do they have faucets in this magical world? I wonder about that. Magic circles and summoning syntax explained. Okay, we're nearly halfway there. So I think we are going to finish. Oh man, I guess we'll do this. Ugh. I have to use my hands like a freaking animal to put these books away. Yuck. Yuck, I'm disgusted with myself. Alchemy! This one caught my eye. They call their mana dark energy. Okay, so this is like a magicless world book. So that is okay. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what makes this game so brilliant, right? I mean, it says they call their mana dark energy, right? Dark energy is basically the invisible energy that permeates the universe and actually makes up most of the universe according to our current models of physics. It's not something that we can really see. We can only infer it through the models that we have. So here, they're basically saying, like, look, these dumbasses have no idea what mana is. They just call it dark energy. That's so funny. That's so funny. It's so brilliant. It really is clever. It's clever in the extreme, the way that they have world crafted here. And I'm so appreciative of it. I mean, I guess I can just do that and put these away normal. Use my filthy hands again. I don't like it. There we go. Here we go. What do we got? Transcendental magic each. So this is music. Music was right here. And then economics that's up there. Super boring. Again, I keep ripping. How did the first language... So I find this stuff very fascinating. Languages in general. especially now that I'm learning again. I mean, I've attempted to learn. I think most of us have attempted to learn languages, and it's incredibly difficult. It's incredibly difficult. Well, now I've been attempting to learn Arabic. I probably picked the, final boss of language to be my first one. It's very, very complicated. The writing system, the grammar system, it's very complicated. But what's so fascinating when you start to learn a language is that it's really a true thing that speaking a different language, you start to realize people actually, they think differently, because the words that we use have such a strong effect on the way that we interact with the world. Darn it. I have to use my hands. And so, the origins, the history of language and how language changed and evolved over time would be really, really interesting to learn. Music. This is Bard stuff, right? Ancient manuscripts, Mage Birth. Okay, I actually don't know what section this is. It looks like we haven't put a lot of these away. So it's that one over there. 2N. Just his history. This is a history book. Mage Birth. Okay. Who am I to argue? Who am I to judge? On you go. What do we got here? Breaking the curse. We'll take those. What do we got here? Economics. We will grab all of these since we have just a nice little stack. Social structures of magical civilizations. See, cool. These are such cool books. Curses. Where's curses? Right over here. Okay, this is a hot mess. Let's fix this. So that was not a curses book. This is an illusion book. Interesting. Okay, we got that wrong. Terror spells? Jesus Christ. Sounds horrifying. Oh. More management. Super boring. I mean, I guess no matter what society you are, people have to organize themselves in some way, right? You can't just have perfect anarchy. I mean, maybe you could. That would be an interesting world, right? An interesting world. What are the magical Damn it. See, this is what I'm talking about. This has got to go. It's just in my way. Summoning magic for beginners. You're right over here. Would be an interesting premise for a magical series. I mean, a world with anarchy. A complete lack of any sort of governing system. So much of our fantasy novels are built around, basically monarchies, right? Monarchies, kings and queens, and royalty. I mean, an actual, deep, very hierarchical, caste system. And, I'm reading, so like I was saying, I'm reading the Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn series right now. And, it follows a young scullion, right, which just means kitchen boy, that ends up becoming this, like, heroic protagonist. And he's very stupid and very well-meaning, but he's really learning because he gets thrust into the middle of this thing. Turns out he's far more important than he thought. But there's a time where he is journeying with this girl who's supposedly another, kitchen scullion. Turns out she's actually a princess. And their interactions, their ability, the way they can interact with each other is very, very different. After the fact that he finds out she's a princess. And, then from her perspective, she kind of misses, being a nobody. She felt more free that way, right? So what what if we reverse this? You know, starting from the idea, you know, because it's a reflection on, you know, this is a reflection on our lives, because, you know, whether we want to believe it or not, right? There's a hierarchy to every single society. And, you know, if you've ever had a rich friend, you will know this. You will know this. Hell, if you're rich and you've ever had a poor friend, this is very, very clear, right? The two are not the same. So what about a world that lacks any sort of government, that is just pure anarchy? What is this? Introduction to malediction systems. Wait, what is this? Taxonomy, structure, and mechanisms? Malediction. What does this mean? Malediction. This is not daily magic. I'm doing it again. Curses and dispels. Okay. So this is the taxonomy of curses? Is that what this is saying? It's very strange. Very strange. So yeah, what about a world where there was no social hierarchy, no grander structure, and stealth? And and the whole point of the book is like, oh no, here comes structure, and some people yearn for it. Here comes a government. Here comes you know, these systems of control. And I guess, you know, there is that to a degree in a lot of these books, right? That's kind of the whole theme of I feel like Hayao Miyazaki in, like, say, Princess Mononoke. I feel like that's the undercurrent of that, right? Is you have this wild, the summoning grimoire. You have this wild, untamed, you know, there is a system that has arose, but it's only arose naturally, right? It wasn't imposed. And that's, you know, nature and the gods. And then what do you have? You have industry. You have the industrial revolution, right? You have modernity coming in and forcing itself upon it. So, you know, I guess people have attacked this idea in the past. What am I doing wrong? There we go. I'm just not waiting long enough. That's what I'm... So I can just pick these up with my hands. Like an animal. What do we have over here, too? A media society manipulated by magic. What is this? Is Dungeons on the bottom? Let's see. No, Dungeons is over there. Probably my biggest effort in the past 6 months was to develop the habit of reading, because I used to read all the time and I loved it. I mean, I would read for hours and hours and hours as a kid. You know, this is before social media existed. Psychokinesis? That sounds horrifying. Please don't melt my brain. And I want to get that level of attention and focus back. It is very, very hard to do in the age of social media. And you know, maybe this is just me. Ooh, Book of Constellations. The 13 signs that guide destiny. Cool. Maybe I'm just being a boomer, right? But I do worry about these youngsters that don't read. It's terrifying. Wage gap. Universal mana income for mages now. Okay, so is mana the currency? That's an interesting idea, where mana is essentially controlled by banks, and if you want to do business, you got to pay to play. That is a very clever idea, and this is what I'm talking about. This they've made a really interesting world. These are such cool books. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is curses. Curses were right here. Not really staying on any single topic for too long. I'm bouncing around. I mean, each new book title kind of just gives me a new thread to pull on for a second, but it only lasts as long as I'm holding it in my hands, and then we're on. Oh, I gotta do it with my hands. Here, we'll put you down here. 8, 9, 10. I'm not sure what this one was. A tactical guide for warriors. There's nothing on this bookshelf. Holy crap. What is this? 2A? Warrior. Okay. I feel like this could use its own floor. Because warrior, these don't sound like warriors, right? Blade / combat technique. The Zen of perfect pairing. These are more like, dual wielding, rapier, fencing kind of thing. As opposed to fire spells. Let's go. As opposed to warrior, which is just like swing giant sword as hard as you can, right? On you go. Magical jurisprudence. I wonder if they'll do like DLC or an expansion to this. I hope so. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. It's such a clever idea. One thing I noticed, somebody mentioned in the comments, and it took me down. I rarely go to Reddit. I just try to avoid getting caught up in other people's opinions as much as possible. I mean, I'm not perfect. We all do it. Art of Shadow Walking. I'm looking for another triple here. This looks like it. Theory of Nether Strata and Analysis of the Afterworld. Oh, cool. So this is what? Okay. So this is more than... Here we go. This is a big one. This is necromancy. Okay. Damn, I already forgot what I was going to say. Oh, so apparently this game used a little bit of AI to generate some assets. And they, Steam, to Steam's credit, they now require you to disclose anytime that AI is used for any game. And I think I appreciate that. I appreciate that because, people have very strong opinions about AI. I mean, AI is we have no idea how this whole thing is going to settle out. Are we all going to get replaced by AI? Is it going to wipe us out? Is it a giant hype? We really don't know. It's a massive question mark. It's tough because on the one hand, I think we're all a little worried and terrified of it. We don't trust the people whose hands it is in and is in control, right? They're running full speed ahead because they want to beat China, whatever the hell that even means, right? It's possible they will replace all workers and purpose in life. I mean, these are not great things. So I get it. I get why people I'm certainly not a 100% gung-ho AI guy, but I'm also not a complete anti-AI guy, right? I don't say that. I don't say that to disregard the arguments and the complaints against AI. I mean, it is clear that these tech companies have done a massive heist. Basically, they did the grandest heist of art in all of history. I mean, they basically just stole all art and copied it. And we're like, cool, we'll just make, slightly shittier facsimiles of all creative endeavors. Senor and the Beast. Okay, this one needs a warning label. That is a very strange title. I have no idea what we're talking about here, but I mean, I do kind of cosplay as, the continuing adventures of Ron Perlman's from 1987 Beauty and the Beast, and he did have a love interest. This is furry stuff. What is the point I'm trying to make about AI? It's a problem. We don't know how it'll shake out. It may be terrible for us, right? It may not be. I tend to think that these things kind of fall in the middle. I mean, I was there for Y2K when we thought that, the world was going to go back to the Stone Age. Guess what? It didn't. It didn't. It kind of was. It was a big flop. But, if it pisses you off that, AI, art is, being used by people, I respect that. Because these people do deserve to be compensated for it. It is a sad thing that in our world, speaking of hierarchies and control and equity, is run by a group of people that don't really even seem to think we're even worth regarding. They just want to sell us stuff mindlessly, and they expect us to consume it like koi fish in a pond, mouth open, just grateful that, we even get to live by their will. So it's frustrating. At the same time, we're kind of here in this world. Oh, there's a mess going on over here. What's happened? Let's get this crap off of here. At the same time, we're here and we're living in it. And it's very, very difficult to be a Puritan about this stuff. I don't think AI is going away. As much as I think many of us would love to see that world, I don't think we get to go back. So all that to say, they used, and they talk about it, they didn't use any original, they didn't use this to generate any, quote, original art. This is what it says. In fact, let's just look at the Steam warning while we're talking about this, because I wondered whether or not I wanted to even address this, but here we are and we're talking about it. So let's see what it says. AI-generated content disclosure. The developers describe how their game uses AI to generate content. Like the 4 assets, so only 4 assets in this work. 1 UI component, 3 landscape paintings used as wall decorations, frames not included, were produced using additional AI for refinement. None of them were created by AI from the ground up. AI helped with the grammatical corrections for in-game text, which were then carefully reviewed and adjusted by hand. We only consider AI to be a supportive tool. Every detail is meticulously crafted with human intent, as our creative process is still firmly anchored in manual craftsmanship. So there you go. This isn't some slop game that was barfed out by ChatGPT. And this game, I think when we first started playing it, had 1,800 reviews. It's now up to 3,300. So this game is making an impression upon the world. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think that's a reasonable use of AI. I do. I mean, I think we'd all be happier if they didn't use AI to refine the art, but if it wasn't built from the ground up with it, I'm not going to complain too much. That being said, if you're like, nope, it's a hard no for me, I respect that too. I mean, how could I not? We're all entitled to our opinions. They're all valid, For me, I think here's the measure for me. I was thinking about this a lot. And I didn't even realize this till someone left a comment on my post. And I appreciated that comment because it sparked some internal conversation, which is always a wonderful thing to do. I think the measure for me truly is, is the game good, right? Is the game good? If the game is good, then I'm probably okay with it. I will say to a degree. If someone, cause here's like, because you can take anything to an extreme. Elden Ring, right? Fantastic game. One of my faves. Not a game I would normally play, but ended up just being one of my favorites. I don't know, what is this? Research of Adventurer Party Tactics series. Cool. If someone put into, ChatGPT and they were like, make an Elden Ring game, make a better game than Elden Ring, and it was just a clear Elden Ring copy, I would not be down with that, right? Because there's no human creativity in that whatsoever. So that would suck. But using AI to, I don't know, save you time and ultimately money in your process, I'm okay with that. Because these small developers, they don't have a lot of money, they don't have a lot of time. This stuff takes a lot of work. So if it helps them get their product out there, get their art out there, then that's, I think, what we all hope AI to be, right? Is a tool. And I guess it comes down to us as to whether or not we're going to be able to use it as that or not. I think it's pretty clear that fully generated AI stuff, while novel, is not going to be, what the world goes to. I mean, there's a song on, an AI generator. What is this? They worship an invisible entity known as Wi-Fi. You know what? I'm going to stop talking about AI. If you want to hear why I think AI will never replace human creativity, come to my stream or watch my stream. I will be streaming a game, Final Fantasy XIV, Sunday the 17th at noon. Go watch that stream. I will talk about it, and I will share with you 2 pieces of music, one fully AI generated and one human generated, and I will show you why I think that no matter how good AI gets, it will never be as good as human creativity, and we'll leave it at that. Okay, reducing metamorphosis time, how to minimize vulnerability. Cool. Yeah, we don't, I guess, as this was a thing in the Animorphs book. It took them a very long time took not a long time, but over a minute or so to like morph from humans to animals, and they were very vulnerable at that time. And there were some very, very really cool ideas around that. Animorphs was a great series. I was much older than I should have been when I read those, but God, I enjoyed them so much. I read like almost all of them. I wish I still had those. I'd read them again. There were like 50 or something of them. There was one that was, talked about, okay, so where does our mass go? I thought this was such a cool idea even as a kid. Where does all of our mass go when we've morphed? And they were like, well, there's basically this like void floating out in the abyss, and that's where our mass goes. And it's actually also where our spaceships travel. It travels through this void when it's traveling faster than light. So there's this whole book where they like transform into mosquitoes, and they're like, damn, dude, it's kind of scary that our 99.999% of our mass is just floating in the abyss. Like, what happens if like a ship runs into it? And it's like, well, you get sucked into the void. Guess what? It happened. It was like really cool. What a cool idea. Okay, to speak. Here we go. Magic to speak and convey. This is everyday magic. Okay, so this is magic on how to be more articulate. I like this. On you go. We're getting so close. What do we got? Oh, tarot. Up you go. What do we got here? A technique to turn wandering ghosts into servants. That's necromancy. Nice. Necromancy seems like such cool magic if it wasn't so just obviously evil. What is this? Mana measurement and conversion equations. 2,000, we're 2/3 of the way there, and we're an hour into this video. We're gonna just finish. It's gonna be a little bit longer one, but let's complete this. Hopefully you can't hear you might hear the roommate's dog is downstairs barking. She's upset about something, and what can you do? The infinite hall, creating inescapable illusory spaces. People enchanted by what? A people enchanted by glowing slabs. I have no idea what kind of magic this is. Glowing slabs. Oh, they're talking about phones. They're really making a lot of fun of us in this game, aren't they? Enchanted by glowing slabs. That is a good way to describe it, isn't it? That's kind of what's happened to us. We've been enchanted by glowing slabs. And this is what I'm talking about. And it's robbed us of our ability to like really get into a story. Really enjoy, reading. Stealth techniques. Here we go. We need to focus on these stairs more. This is where most of the novels are. Maybe I shouldn't have put any books on the stairs at all. Here, let's see if we can clear some of these. This one's cool. Standing upright, begging me to use it. What do we got? Transfiguration, phases and sustaining techniques. There, go there. We can make this faster. What do we got here? Introduction to magical art. Another art book. That's upstairs, but I don't remember where. It's over here. There you go. Go over there. I'm going to leave this one here. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful stack. Can we? Hold on. Well, don't make fun of me. I want to get it on top. Ugh. Yes! So awesome. I did it. I did it, and I am proud. Let's grab a couple of these triples. Do we have any triples over here? We got a romance. What's this one called? The strongest archmage is obsessed with me. The girl with zero magic. You know what I like about this book title is that it sounds a lot like a lot of modern anime has these very strange long sentences as titles. I never really quite understood it, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I think this goes over here. What is this, math? I don't even see what this was. Spatial distribution of mana density and its fluctuation characteristics. Enchantment. It's downstairs. Can we, like, do this from far away? We can do it from pretty far away. That's cool. What do we got? The Art of Arrow. Oh, we haven't done any archery stuff in a long time. Where's my archer? I think it's up here. Oh, that's because it's almost full. Wait. There you go. I don't know why it wasn't working at first. What do we got here? Book of Spells. Abyss. Cool. Advanced curse analysis. Curse is right over here. Ah, come on. I'm really screwing up here, aren't I? See, this is why you don't use your hands. They're absolutely abysmal. Reverse ritual tracing. Here we go. On to there you go. What do we got here? Let's look at some of these. Sorcerer equations. That's math. Where is that? It's like up here. Yes. Man, once you have all the spells unlocked, this just goes so fast. It's very fun. It's very fun. It was fun to do it by hand. And I think that that is one of the achievements is you actually put all of these away. Alchemy. Okay, we love alchemy. What do we got here? Economics. Ecoblomics. Oh, way over there. Can we see another 3-book series right here? What do we got? Chanting methods. Ooh, natural. Chanting methods for resonating with natural entities. That is cool. Where's my economics book? Here we go. Up you go. It's music. Guild charter. This is an upstairs one. Okay, we'll go back. The cooldown's so quick on these spells, it doesn't even matter. It's really starting to look nice in here. The one thing that this library is missing, truly, people. People. Monster hunting. Okay, and what do we got here? A world without a demon lord yet full of corporate slaves. Is this a necromancy book? No, this is another magicless world book. This is why we play games. Because the world we've crafted in real life is a nightmare. It's so funny. Oh, you can go there. Cool. Oh, man. We've really almost cleared this. Okay, why don't we get... So that's 3. These are all 10 stacks. So here we go. Here's a 3 stack. Do I have any more 3 stacks on here? This right here. The Crystal Tome. That's a 5 stack, right? No, this is much bigger than that. We're going to put that back for now. This looks like a 5 stack. We don't quite have enough. Damn it. Okay. Romance. We'll put this over here. The Chicken and the Cat. I don't want to read this. I don't want to read that even a little bit. I'm sorry. I do not want to read about the romance between a chicken and a cat. We have a lot of romance novels left. Well, let's grab that last book of that. Okay, so legality is over here. Look at this beautiful upstairs. Oh, it's so nice. On you go. Book of Spells, Matter Creation. Okay, cool. Cool. I think maybe my favorite magic systems in any game, Sword Saint. We'll take this one. This is our swashbuckling warrior. Are the ones where you have kind of freedom to just build your character, so you're not stuck in any one specific class, right? You can kind of just pull and pick, spells or magic from a bunch of different classes. That's, I think, my favorite type of magic system because it gives you the freedom to really build just, the silliest character, the weirdest way to play that you like. And the ones that do it well, it's so fun. It's so fun. Elden Ring did it pretty well. Games like Path of Exile give you so much freedom to kind of go in any direction. You can pick a class. Obviously, you're kind of limited by the class, but then from there you can kind of like cater it to any way you want. My friends and I hope to stream more Secrets of Grindia. This is a pixel game that kind of allows you to just like craft your character any way you want. Just that freedom. And I think that kind of makes the most sense as opposed to like being stuck. You're a bard now and you can only do bard stuff. It's like, okay, well, what if I'm a bard, but I also like to summon birds. I want to summon some birds to help me out. And it would make sense thematically if you're a bard. Birds have beautiful song. Okay, so this goes... Oh, we don't have it. There we go. Now you go over there. Oh, and you go over here. That's very convenient. We're almost done clearing the top here. And I feel like maybe we should do that next. We got most of the stuff out of the way that we're not getting stuck on things. So I kind of want to just like clear the upstairs. And then we can just focus on downstairs. What do we got here? High-ranking magical training and evaluation system. Is this more management? Yes, this is management. What's this? The Grand 100 hexes and 100 dispels. Are there any hexes without a dispel? That's a terrifying thought. Would that be overpowered by default? Probably. What do we got? The laws and taboos of chimera synthesis? Wow. I mean, I can see... Oh, look. We're done with alchemy. Look. Oh, it's so awesome. It's so beautiful. Now, okay, I know I was going to clear the upstairs, but I want to clear this section just so that we can look at it. Look at its beauty. Necromancy, you're over here. Still have a lot of necromancy books to put away. I'll take you. Come here. Art is sublime because it has no answer. Well, that is true. I mean, is it even asking a question? I mean, the fact that I even asked that question, I think, is the answer to that question. But then, if there's only one answer to that question, then is it a question? I guess this is the point of art. Maybe I don't understand art because I don't actually think about it. I look at it, and some of it looks pretty to me, and other art looks bad to me. And the bad art makes me frustrated. The bad art makes me not know what questions to ask, and that's what frustrates me. Because if I don't know what questions to ask, I can't think about what the answer is. Have I just figured out why art frustrates me? I will tell you, let's see, stealth arts. Where's my stealthy boy? I think it's this one, right? On you go. Okay, so what art do I like? What art have I historically liked? Well, I've always loved Salvador Dali. I think Salvador Dali is incredible. M.C. Escher is another one. Why can't I think of his name? There's another artist that I always liked. I can't think of the name. We'll just move on. Come to me. Here's how to command the army of the dead. I feel like this should maybe be like a forbidden book. I didn't want to do it by hand. Warrior's Foundation between Blade and Spell. Spellblade. That was such a fun way to play in Elden Ring. What do we got here? Low salary, even as a licensed sage. Is this a management book? What do we got here? This looks like math. I can't believe we haven't found a single other key. I have no idea where they could be. Well, we've maxed out all of our major magic. It's cool. Let's see, what do we got here? Forbidden relics. What's this one? 3 seconds to office, last minute commuters. I love that. And then what do we have? How to commute with magic. So, I think these are all like household stuff, right? Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh, that's nice. Forbidden relics. That's down here. On you go. Come here. What do we got? Dungeon resources. Way up there. It's too bad that we can't just like do it from far away. That would be really, really cool. He did a pretty dang good job of hiding these other keys. We're almost 3/4 of the way there. Monster Field notes. A Beastmaster's Journey. Cool. This one's almost done too. Oh, weren't we like unburying this corner so I could look at my alchemy stuff? Roses are red and violets are blue. We already knew this. This looks like curses. The Witch's Hymnal. This is music. Music is upstairs. Curses is downstairs. Right here. There we go. Romance. Right here. The all-knowing grimoire, the internet. Well, at least they gave us that. Internet's kind of interesting. I really, really like the idea of... Okay, so what if I'm giving away all of my great book ideas. I'm a terrible writer, so this is not going to like ever happen. But I do like okay, so we talked earlier about a magical world where there is no government. It's just pure anarchy. Not anarchy in the like, you know, colloquial, like destructive violent sense, just anarchy in the governmentless sense, right? Anarchy in the like political philosopher sense. You know, there is no government. People just self-organize in regular and normal ways. Easy math. It's over here. Mana flows freely. People use it as they need here and there, you know, and it's not to say that there aren't like groups that work together, but, you know, nobody has authority over the other, right? So where does the tension in the story come from? Some group figures out a way to restrict the flow and access of mana and start to use it as currency to, dole out and control. They get their hands on it. They get their hands on the spigot to the flow of mana, and then they use it to dominate the world. That is an interesting idea. That is a very interesting idea. I'm not going to write this book. But if you want to write this book, hell, if you've read a book that's similar to this, let me know and I will read it. That would be a fascinating book to read. So this is Crystal Tome. What are these? This is, okay, more seer magic, I guess. Ooh, this is a cool one. The Weapon Companion, uses of swords, axes, and spears. This is our warrior book right over here. Beautiful. Why don't we put that right down there in front? Oh, look at how clean everything is looking. Let's empty these stairs. Introduction to Psychological Principles and Analysis. Dun, 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 dun. Nothing over here. There we go. Imagine speedrunning this in 3 hours. It'll be interesting to see how much I've played, actually. What is this? Returning a drawing to a previous step. There isn't an artist in the world that wouldn't love this. My friend that I was telling you about that does the sacred geometry, you know, it's very process intensive, and if you make a little mistake, you know, you've got lines crossing where they're not supposed to go, and it's very frustrating. So it's not only a practice of like making every movement intentional and being very thoughtful about what you're doing, but it's also sort of a practice of just acceptance, because, you know, as humans, we will make mistakes. We will make mistakes, and then we just have to accept that that's reality. Okay, so this shelf is now done. Look at this. Look at this. It's beautiful. What do we got over here? The Complete Guide to Everyday Magic, Simple Life Enchantments. We still have 99 shelves to do. A lot of these are mini shelves, I think. Look at that. Beautiful. I was hoping maybe we'd get forging and using magical bows. I'm just gonna wait. Gonna wait on the spell. Come here. That maybe if we put away a certain number of books, we would find another. Ooh, language. You gotta love the language. We'll grab this too. The rift in values between different species with differing lifespan. That's an interesting idea. The rift in values. Okay, I love the word rift. Right? What we're talking about here. Different lifespans would therefore mean you as an organism, as a species, would prioritize different things. If you only live for 20 years, your incentives are probably like reproduction, as opposed to if you live 2,000 years, right? And so those two beings are going to have different priorities, and therefore they're going to have different efforts. They're going to work towards different things in life. Now, what if those two different values come into conflict in the real world, in a real world of scarce resources? This is interesting. This is an interesting idea. I love how much they thought about this stuff, and you know, all these like seeds for thought that they put. This is what makes this game so great. It's, you know, the ecological pyramid of monsters. This is just a normal thing in biology. It's not really called like apex predators. Like sharks are at the top. There's relatively few of them compared to what they feed on. Archmage, record of Demon King subjugation, the Archmage's conquest. Is this history? This is history, right? Yep. Second floor has been cleared. Amazing. On you go. I do wish we could jump. That's the one thing I wish we had. Maybe I should have left some books as little stairs, little mini stairs for me. What do we got here? Ooh, Book of Space Legendary. Okay, so if I were going full mage, right? There's certainly a vein here of books that I would probably want to use. Let's see. Gravitation, super sick. Abyss, I don't even know what that means, super sick. Matter creation, space spells. So this kind of stuff, right? Oh, so these actually, so this is interesting. These over here are really more just like concept. And then these are probably just like actual spells. Dimensional Rift, Forest Creation, Shadow. So cool. Psychology, mentality that the weak bark the most. I don't know what this means. The weak bark the most. This is what I mean by is this conservative coded, right? Are we saying that like, you know, it's like, oh, woke people are always complaining or something? I'm trying to understand what they mean by that title. Okay, let's grab a triple here. I think we can probably snatch up one more. Here we go. Compendium Magic for the Lazy. Is that us? You know, I want you to know I'm missing my yoga class to finish this video. That's how much I love this game. We're not going to get it done. I guess I could pause and come back and finish. Maybe I'll do that. It's too late now. It's too late now. We're committed. I don't want to break the... Okay, how about I just do this? Put this away. What's this one? Labor Studies. Where are the workplaces to apply your university learned magic? We all want to know. I think that's the real fear of AI, right? Not to get stuck back on a crappy topic. It's like, what's the point of me if a computer can do it better? The cutting edge of happiness research? It seems like a normal topic. Seems like, you know, no matter where you are. What is this? Compendium of Necromancy. Okay, so Necromancy. I think we're pretty close to being done with Necromancy. Let's see. Nope, still got quite a bit over here. The Naked Warrior. Is this a warrior book? I think it is. I would not want to be running around naked swinging a giant sword. One mistake and it's all bad. Maybe it's like a form of intimidation. You know what I mean? It'd be one thing if a guy in full armor's running at you. You know, this person at least has sense. If someone's running at you full with a giant two-handed sword, buck naked, screaming their head off, you'd be like, oh, I'm so fucked. This is it. I'm gonna die. This person doesn't care about anything. That's terrifying. Okay, what is this? Codex of Truth Verification. Is this more law? What are these books? Jurisprudence. The Constitution of Arcane, Chronicles of the Magical Court. So that is just all monarchy law. Look at how beautiful this is. We've nearly done it. I'm just going to leave this one. The Genesis of Magic and Evil. I'm going to leave that one for the last. I like that. Come here. Okay, so this is only 5 books. Can we find another stack of 5? We can at least find a stack of 3. This is it, Mike. Massive golden balls. This freaking book. There's no subtlety here. Where does this go? Here we go. We got the counter curse. Magic that bites back. How to change drawn art into reality. Ooh, Pictomancy. I love that. That is cool. They really did such a great job on the sound design in this game. I don't know if you've noticed this, but everything like studies in the history of magical civilization. So if this is not related to, you know, otherworldly, so then I guess this implies that maybe magic and magical civilizations aren't even all that common in this universe, which is, I think, somewhat of a common theme in fantasy, right? That the ability to use magic is actually pretty rare. Practicing necromancer. There you go. We can clean up this court. The systems and precedents of the Arcane Court. This is jurisprudence. Nice. Six hours. So twice as long as the achievement to speedrun this game. Wow. I see why, though. I imagine, okay, so I'll bet the speed running requires some of these. I'll bet one of these is jump. If one of these is run, another one of these is jump. It's got to be that way, right? So this was not a very efficient way to do this. Guild treasury and reward system management. Sounds boring, but I guarantee you that guilds have disbanded due to, you know, the unfair sharing of loot. I remember that about WoW. I wonder if Final Fantasy XIV does the same thing, where you have like somebody that controls where the loot's gonna go. Right over here. What is this? The inverse law of high-grade armor and fabric coverage. Economics of the last 3 decades, so kind of in different spots. I always wondered about that. I never really had a good, solid understanding of why mages can only wear, like, cloth. Like, what's keeping them from just putting the best armor possible on? You know, just running around in full metal armor? It would make sense, wouldn't it? I mean, maybe it's cumbersome. Maybe it just comes down to a like physical capacity thing, right? I mean, that armor is very, very heavy and burdensome, so you need to be trained and strong enough to wear it and use it properly. Let's grab this. And you're not doing that. You're spending all of your time reading, so you don't have the time or the, you know, energy to learn. Oh, that was 2 and 1. That's nice. That's nice. Romance is really close to being done. So, yeah, maybe it's just a practical thing. I mean, I guess you could cast a spell that makes it feel lighter. But if you're going to do that, why don't you just have spells that naturally defend you anyways? So, yeah, it's not... Apocalypse of the Heavens, Omens, and Warnings? Cool. That is a cool one. Oh, and it's right here. That's nice. Okay. The Arcane Black Market Price Manipulation. Let's see if we can find a few more triples. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And run to here. 1, 2, 3. So what do we got? This one goes over here. This one goes over here. Oh, and those go over there. That's nice. On you go. Ooh, is this going to complete this? No. No, unfortunately not. But I got to do it by hand now. Boo. There we go. There we go. I wish these were color-coded a little. I wish I spent time organizing these. I did it with the healing and the holy, but I kind of stopped doing that. Mystery fiction. Fiction. It's over here, right? The Prospero code. What's Prospero mean? How are there really... like 60? 63 rows left? That seems like not very many. I guess it's a bunch of these little guys, right? That's what's left. Okay. Oh, nice. $60. It's crazy. This doesn't look like 60 stacks. Something else going on. Is there another, like, room or something? Animal oracles. Ah. Let's grab this triple. This looks like a 5er. We'll grab that. We'll organize them for the funds. Let's see where they go. Okay, so this one goes over there. This is, look at this. Stealth is done, ladies and gentlemen. Here's another 5er. Let's grab that. Otherworldly demanding, the Otherworld, demanding fresh graduates with 10 years of experience. These people are very bitter. I understand that. They probably, I wonder if the developers, I'm curious, struggled to find jobs and were like, let's make a cool game. If that's the case, I hope this game is wildly successful for them. I do. I mean, for a game that's $5 where you're just putting books on a shelf, what is it, overwhelmingly positive at 3,200 reviews? I feel like that's pretty huge. That's pretty huge, and I'm really happy for them. Commanding the Dead. We have to be close to being done with necromancy, right? Oh, I did not put these in order. There we go. Here's a triple. Let's see if we can find a few more triples. I think we're close to being done right here. And here's another one. Legal systems and magical accountability. That's up here. Civil law. This is all law right here, isn't it? Cool. Is this going to finish law? Nope. God, so many freaking law books. Crafting. The craftsman's language. As much as I love playing Final Fantasy XIV, their insane crafting system has to be my favorite part of that game. It's so fun. It's so rewarding. Some people hate it. Too complicated. They don't want to think that hard, but I appreciate that. I want to get to max level just so that I can max all my crafting and be a master crafter. What do we got here? Night Parade of 100 Demons? Is this... This is necromancy? We could have guessed. Okay, necromancy is done. Nice. The Warrior's Creed? Only cowards become long-range mages. An Elden Ring player made this. There's so much hate against magical users in the Elden Ring community. It's actually a really fun way to play, but it is kind of easy mode because you get to stay far and far away, and so you're at much lower risk of being obliterated, that's for sure. Right over here. Oh, look. Done. Nice. Mystery fiction. Let's go. Let's grab another. Didn't we see another, like, triple over here? What are these? Genesis theory. And then, oh, this is math. Only one more math book series left. That's crazy. It really doesn't seem like there is 50 books down there. Well, I guess it's not. No, 45 rows? Really? 46 rows? That seems I don't know. It doesn't seem like it, huh? I mean, maybe. Effort builds confidence. Confidence leads to action. This is like self-help. You know what I should have done? I guess it wouldn't have mattered. If I'd started over there and worked this way, it wouldn't really have mattered. Let's clear some of these out. Let's see. Little piles. It's kind of a mess over here, huh? Succubus. Summoning techniques and practical applications. So I thought we finished summoners. I don't know where this goes. Right here. Oh no, not quite yet. Prophecy of the advent of the great king of terror. A common magical trope. Some ultimate choice. Curry flavored. What? Disgusting. Curry flavored poop or poop. What? 2i? Psychology? That's disgusting. I'm upset with this. How can there be 10 volumes? I do not like your joke, sir. It's too gross. See, I feel like these could be a little bit more color-coded. They're close enough that it's a little, like, jarring. Bestiary components. Dungeon creatures. Dungeon creatures, that's dungeon. Way over there. So we're just doing long walks now. I'm not going to edit out any of these spaces, I don't think. We're just going to let it go. Nearly done. Look at that. Are they lit up because it's done? Is that what that means? Oh, cool. I do wonder where these keys are. Might as well grab that. Math. No, this is art. This is art. Oh, look at this. Can we see it light up as we put these on there? Yes. How small cracks lead to great ruin. Are they talking about the way that I've organized these on the shelves here? Am I going to lead this place to great ruin? Nope, not yet. Seems to save after every time we stack some books on the shelf. This is going to be the last one. My man, archery. What would be the next game that they could do? Right? Fixing a wizard's, you know, workshop. That would be cool. Manipulations in the perception of time. What is this? 2I? Psychology? No. Sorry. Illusion magic. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like this one's almost done. It is done. Nice. Scion of the Axe God. Strongest warrior chosen by the sun. We're getting close, folks. Love it. We gotta watch it light up. This is what it was supposed to look like. There's not a single book on the shelves here. It's weird. Why the pictures don't have books on the shelves? It's very weird. Is that not? Last, let's see, we're probably pretty close to getting the last of the little triples. Here we go. What is this, curses? It looks like curses. Nope. The magic ring that steals reason. Spell patents and IP rights. Wait. Did it run out? Oh, it's right here. I really, really hope that never happens. Patents, I think, destroy creativity. I shouldn't say patents just in general. That's not fair. The ability to extend patents for essentially forever I don't know what I'm saying. I don't want to think that hard about it. Okay, so this is done. Just going to have an opinion without any actual valid backing of that opinion. Because you know what? I'm a goddamned American. So there. Don't like it? Well, live with it. What do we got? The influence of short-lived creatures on long-lived species. This is similar to what we were talking about before, right? The rift between the priorities of short-lived and long-lived species. This is an interesting topic. Was it right here? No, it's over here. That's a fiver. Let's grab this triple. What do we got? Law. Strange technology from another world. The ultimate language of C++. So we have a law book. Laws on this side. Is this language or other world? We'll find out. It is other world, not language. I was confused. Oh, look. Yes. I keep looking like I'm going to find another key somewhere, but I have yet to find it. We're really still missing 3. Part of me wants to like not finish the game until I find them. Is it just like click on random stuff until you find it? I can't even get up on the shelves now. Did that always move? What? I don't know. It's going to remain a mystery, I guess. Okay, we got a fiver here. Any other? Let's grab this triple. There we go. That would have been the smart thing to do. The really smart thing to do is organize all the triples in one spot and all the fivers. That way I would have grabbed them. Could have grabbed 2 at a time each time and 3 at a time each time. It would have gone a lot smoother, a lot faster. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. You know, never had to organize a magical library before. Are we done? Nice. Nice. We're so close. We're to the point, we're so close, and I kind of don't want it to end. But, you know, all good things. Is it here? Yes. One, two, three, four, five, six. Is there any more triples? Yes. Probably very close to being done with these. Organize them. The Death's Note. What is this? Okay, so this is a curse. Makes sense. Introduction to Enchantment Theory. Pretty basic stuff. Sociology. Mage pension system on the brink of collapse. Your wizarding has just become too expensive for this kingdom. We've been misallocating funds. And now we don't know what to do. Okay. Let's grab that. There's a triple over here. And there's one right here. What kind of magic works best for job hunting? Great question. Let me know. Okay, so it makes sense now, because I was kind of seeing the piles as like, oh, we're done. Nice. was kind of seeing them as piles of 10. And so, but if you're looking at rows as like each triple is a row, that makes way more sense. That's why we're so close. Only 17 more to go. Gosh. Synergy between body and steel. This could almost be a romance novel. Gotta see the glow. It's too satisfying not to. Whispers of the Moon. This could be about anything. Do you think the love interest in this is a werewolf? It's possible. It's certainly possible. Okay, did we do it? Yes. 15 rows left. Only 65 books left to put up. Crazy. Look at this. This corner is now clear. Prophecy, that's over here, right? How in the world is this 14 rows? I don't understand that. There's only like 4 piles here. Oh, well, there's a bunch of triples. Okay. Let's grab these. One, two. Nice. Monolabor. Magical Detective Law. That's over there. Okay. We did it. Oh my gosh. So cool. That one's almost done. I'm still very confused. So hold on. This still doesn't make any sense. 1, 2. This is 3 piles of what looks like 10. Is there like a bonus room? And then there's 1 pile over there. So that's only 4, 5, 6 rows. It's like we're missing 5. I'm very confused. I guess we're going to find out. Are there books in these chests? Marriage is a contract spell. I love that there's no books about marriage, but this book is basically about divorce. That's sad. Something's not right here. Do you see this? The light is not lit up. Why? Are some of these not in order? That's very strange. What's going on? Same thing with this one. Look, that's not lit up. Okay, well, then there is a few more mysteries to solve here. Because not every one of these is lit up. So maybe that'll be the last thing we figure out. We got to like examine what's going on with these shelves that aren't lit up. Even though it looks like there's all books on them. and then figure out what we've done wrong. It's quite possible that I've put them on the wrong shelves or in the wrong order. It is certainly possible. Maybe that would explain our missing 4 or 5 rows. It bothers me to no end. Licensing and regulation, this is what I'm talking about. This would go into the whole, like, you know, mana bureaucracy thing. You have to earn mana to then go back and then buy the you know, right to use mana. You have to earn mana from the government or through an economic system to then, but then in order to even do that, oh God, why have we made such a horrible system for running our lives? It really is just an affront to nature. Book of Spells fluid. Here we go. Oh, come on. Okay, we got the light. Yes. One last row. One last one to put up. And then that's every book. That's every book. That's 372 books. But okay, so 5 rows. So I think what this is telling me is that 5 rows are not perfect. That's what this is saying. So we have to fix that. We might have everything on the shelf, but not in perfect order. Okay. Okay. This is a problem we can solve. So look, 2N. Something's not right here. Oh, what do you know? Look at this. We did it. Okay. Well, we have to complete this. That's good. This one's a mess. It makes sense that this one was a mess. Because I did these by hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this was a thing someone in the comments warned me about that I had goofed. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. These are all in order. These look like they're all in order. That looks like it's in order. Okay, so all of these look like they're in order. So then the next conclusion that I can only draw is, do these belong? Okay. Okay, so they do. So what is happening here? I don't see any of these out of order. I might be missing it. These all look right. I don't understand. I don't understand. What's going on here? Okay. We're going to do something here. This is going to suck. We're going to take everything off of the shelf, and then we're going to use spells to put it all back on. That's what we're going to do. And then maybe that'll do it? Okay. Okay. Okay, we're starting from scratch here. Let's grab this, yank them all into our hands, organize them. Here we go. So this goes here. Here we go. Let's start with there. Come to me. This goes here. This goes here. What could have been wrong? I really don't understand. I mean, the good news is all of these were in the right spot, it seems. So there must have been something out of order? I honestly don't know. I'm very, very vexed by this. And now the way that I had them organized is like all boofed up. Boo. Well, this did fix something because I think I got an extra row out of it. I did. We were at 396, so we did solve it. Give me the blue light. Yes. Okay, do we got blue lights across the board over here? We sure do. What about up here? Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, upstairs is completed. Excellent. 3 rows. So something's going on downstairs that we need to fix. Over here is good. These are all fine. Tell me it's this one. Okay, so it is. It's literally the 3 that I did. I don't understand. If you look at these, look. One. All of these are in order. Okay, so something has happened here. I feel like we've revealed perhaps a bug because all of these books seem to be in order. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. Okay, so that one's not in order. Easy enough. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Did we get the light? Okay, we don't have to think about it anymore. But I mean, look at this. Let's look through these. The only thing I can think of, okay, so holy, sacral barriers. This goes here. Okay, so everything belongs over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right here. Found it. One last row. Did we get the light? Okay. Okay, so it is just my eyes. That's totally understandable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I couldn't see it upstairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Up, here we go. Excellent. Excellent. All right. We've done it. How beautiful. Job well done, me. Job well done, me. We didn't find 3 of the keys. We didn't need to. And I'm not upset about it. I don't care that much, honestly. Honestly. Man, we're finally done. And part of me doesn't want to leave. I'd love to play hours and hours more of this game. Hours and hours more games like this. But let's walk through this door. See what happens. Are you certain you want to leave? Yes. He said we'd get pizza. At least it's like a margarita pizza. Congratulations. Clear time. 6 hours and 39 minutes and 53 seconds. Bookshelves arranged 404. Major magic users 1,000. Major magic used 1,207. 1,027. Magic unlocked 6 out of 9. Keys used 1 out of 4. That's my evaluation. Congratulations on completing the game. There's a message from the principal waiting for you. Go ahead and take a look. What? Fatal error? Did the game just crash on me in the end? What the heck is this? And the game crashed on me at the end. Well, despite that, I still had an amazing time. What a great game. I guess we'll end the video there. That is Librarian, Tidy Up the Arcane Library. $5, $5.99, I think. Can't say anything bad about it, frankly. Not for me. Anyways, thank you so much for watching until the end. Hit the like button and subscribe. Leave a comment. It's my favorite thing in the world. I appreciate you all so much. I'll bid you farewell. And I look forward to seeing you all next time.